All right, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to set the kettle on to boil. I wanna get that nice and hot because we're gonna make couscous, and you always want boiling water to make couscous come together really quickly. Now, we're gonna move on to the salmon. I've got about a 450 gram piece of salmon here, and now I've got skinless. Skinless is really great because we don't necessarily want the skin on this piece. Typically, I buy skin on. If you do, you can always remove it. Now, I'm gonna slice this salmon into about 1 centimeter thick slices. This is the key to cooking quickly. The thinner you cut something, the more surface area you give it, so more heat actually hits it and it'll cook up beautifully and quick. Now, get that nice and thin. Then we're gonna add that on to a sheet pan. This is a super simple thing. I've done something similar to this before, where we cut salmon nice and thin and put any sort of kind of coating on there. A little bit of hoisin is really delicious. But today I wanted to use harissa. Harissa is really great. It's a Tunisian spice blend, really, really tasty. So I'm gonna transfer that fish, flop it on over onto my sheet pan, literally. Gonna get rid of this cutting board here. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of oil onto here, just to kind of get things going. Just to let it do its thing. So just a little drizzle of olive oil right onto the salmon is perfect. Right now, it's in a pile. We will spread it out in a second, but it's okay right now. So what we're gonna do next is make that beautiful harissa kind of glaze that's gonna go on this fish and caramelize up and get absolutely beautiful. So I've got a little bowl here. Into there, I'm gonna go in with my harissa. Now you can get harissa in a couple different types of containers. It comes in jars, it comes in tubes. Sometimes you can even find it powdered. I'd avoid that one for this because you want that nice moisture. I'm gonna go for my tube of harissa, my toothpaste tube of harissa, if you will. I'm gonna just open that up and pop in about 3 tablespoons into a bowl. Now, harissa is a little bit spicy, so if you don't love spice, feel free to pull back, but it's also smoky. There's lots of flavor going on, so it's really, really delicious. Also good if you add it into like a tomato sauce. Ooh, what a delight, what a thrill. All right, now to sweeten this up, gonna go in with about 2 tablespoons of honey. That's also gonna help this caramelize really nicely. Give it that beautiful golden brown. Then I'm gonna season that up with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then I'm also gonna go in with some lemon zest and lemon juice. Okay. Oh, there's my zester. Ho ho! Thinking I couldn't see it. I got you. All right. The zest in here is gonna give you that beautiful lemony flavor without the acidity, but the juice is gonna kind of thin things out, and again, give you that nice punch is what we're looking for. All right, let's grab our other cutting board out of here. And I'm just gonna cut that in half and add in that lemon juice. Now, if you didn't have lemon, you don't necessarily need it. You could do a little bit of apple cider vinegar in here just to cut through the spice and the sweetness of the honey. Give that a little bit of a whisk to combine. And that is looking absolutely beautiful. Now, I'm gonna pour this glaze over this salmon. It doesn't look like a lot, but it's gonna coat it really, really nicely. And you're looking to almost give this that little just kiss of glaze that's gonna help caramelize this and make it absolutely beautiful. So give this a little bit of a toss around, just to coat that salmon. You could do this also on chicken thighs, would be really beautiful. You could grill the salmon, that would be really nice as well. You just wanna make it into one nice layer, because the key here to cooking this salmon quickly is we're not gonna bake it, we're not gonna roast it, we're gonna broil it. So I've got my oven set to broiler high. I've got the rack at the top position, and I'm gonna go in with that salmon. Now that needs about 8 minutes total in there. I'd start checking at about 5 though, and if you want, you can open a window because it might get a little smoky. Not the worst thing in the world. Okay, while that does its thing, let's get to work on our couscous. So our kettle has boiled. Over here, I have got a bowl that has about a cup of couscous in it. Now, if you want, you can just add the water into the couscous, but I'm gonna flavor this up a little. I really love having bouillon powder on hand. So I've got a little bit of vegetable bouillon here. Gonna go in with about ½ teaspoon of that. That's gonna give you a little punchy flavor, give it a little bit more like oomph and a little more umami, which is absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna go in with a cup of water as well. Again, boiling water. Couscous is one of my favorite things to do because it's so quick and easy to put together. Give it a stir. Pop a lid on, or a plate if you've got it, and just trap that steam. Set that couscous aside for just about, I'd say 3 minutes, and it's gonna fluff up and be absolutely perfect. Anytime you don't think you have time for a starch, there's always couscous. You've got it. All right, while that does its thing and that salmon gets to cooking, I'm going to make a little bit of a veg here, because anytime I'm making dinner, I don't just want the protein and the starch, you have to think about your veg as well. So I'm gonna do a really nice, super quick, kind of sort of pickly salad. So the first thing I need is some cucumber. So I've got some here. I'm just gonna thinly slice this cucumber. You can slice it as big or as small as you'd like. And if you wanted, you could also use a vegetable peeler here to give you those long, beautiful ribbons. I'm going like this, because honestly, I started and I forgot about the vegetable peeler. So that's what we're doing today, you know what I mean? All right, add that cucumber on into a bowl. Then I'm gonna go in with some fresh, bright red onion. I love a red onion. It's crispy, it's a little bit spicy, really delicious. I'm gonna thinly slice that up as well. The key for red onion, if you got someone in your house who doesn't like an onion, if you don't love that punchy flavor, you can soak it in a little bit of cold water. That's gonna pull back that spiciness, really make it nice to eat, and maybe trick those onion haters into being onion lovers, which is always a good thing in my book. All right, toss that on in as well. Then for a little bit of lemon zest. Now, I could zest it with the rasp like I normally do, but I'm gonna show you one of my favorite things to do. I've done it on the show before, but I'm really trying to convince you that it's delicious. Grab your vegetable peeler, and almost like you're gonna make a cocktail, peel a little bit of that lemon zest off of that lemon. This is gonna give you big chunks of lemon zest, which gives you a really nice sweet flavor. It's not overpowering, it's not soapy tasting. You just get like punches of that beautiful lemon zest. So I'm gonna thinly slice that now and add that in. If you're making pasta and putting a little lemon zest in there, give this a try. It gives you just a little bit more of a punch. And I don't know about you, but this time of year when it's like this outside, I just need to taste sunshine. And this tastes like sunshine. So go on in with that beautiful lemon zest. Gonna go in with some of that lemon juice as well. This is almost gonna pickle it a little bit. If you wanted, you could add in a little bit of garlic here as well. That would be beautiful. Season that up with a bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then go in with some oil. This is gonna kind of make a lemony vinaigrette. Pop that on in. Then last but not least, I love something fresh and bright. So I've got some fresh mint here, but if you had basil, even if you had a little bit of store-bought pesto, you could stir that in there. But I'm just gonna tear in some fresh mint. Just nice and big. This is almost serving as like the salad greens in this salad. Beautiful, beautiful. Give that a toss. And that is our salad all done and good to go. Let's check on our couscous. Thank you. All right. The couscous is absolutely perfect. Did you see that? That was fantastic. Literally live on TV, we made beautiful couscous. I love adding a little glug of oil into here too, just to give it a little bit of love. Give it a stir. Perfect. Now to serve up, I'm gonna go onto my plate with that couscous. Just pop it right down and make a little bed. Then we're gonna go on with that fantastic little salad on the side. Really bright, really fresh. The mint, the onion, really, really tastes wonderful. And then last but not least, let's go check on that salmon. Fingers crossed she's done. Okay. Let's take a gander. Don't worry, we got a swap. Okay. You are looking for something that looks like this. It's gonna look a little charred, it's gonna look beautiful, but do you see that red color on there as well? This is what you're looking for. It's crispy. If you wanna pull it out a little sooner, that's totally fine, but this is really nice. It gives a little bit of texture. You just pop a few pieces right onto there. You can break it up, you can add it in, and honestly, this to me looks like a dinner of champions. What a treat!
Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.